everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me on another video. But if you are new here, my name's Andrea and I'm a mum of 4. I have a 14-year-old, an 11-year-old, a 2-year-old and a 10-month-old, plus my husband Kev, and we live up in Lancashire. So today I have a shopping haul for you. As you can see, all the food spread about. Apologies if you can hear the dishwasher, but it's always going, isn't it? Yeah, so shopping haul, and I've been to Aldi today, which if you are a regular on my channel, you know that I tend to go to Asda instead. But I have gone to Aldi today just because, in fact, just bear with me 1 second, I'm going to stop the dishwasher, there we go. Yeah, so I've been to Asda, I've been to Aldi today just for the simple fact that as I was doing my Asda click and collect, about 50% of the stuff that I wanted, it was not available, and I had to go, either I had to do without it completely because they didn't have any alterations for it, or I had to go considerably higher in price in order to get what I wanted. So I thought, right, stop being lazy, even though that's not the reason why I do the click and collect. It's actually because I have like practically zero time. But I thought, just bite the bullet. Let's get to Aldi, let's do another proper shop, let's give it a whirl again, because I did fall out of love with Aldi a little bit, because I was finding the quality of the fresh produce not as good. So I did fall out of love with it a little bit for that reason, and then Asda was just so easy doing the click and collect, even though substitutes are an absolute pain in my backside, but that's a different story. But I just thought, let's just go to Aldi, give it another whirl, and then really price comparison between the two, because since I've last been to Aldi, it's not gone crazy with the prices. So the last time I went to Aldi, everything was like normal, as you can say, as much as the world is normal. And then everything's gone mental with the price rises going up, and I've not been to Aldi since, so I thought I'll give it another whirl. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what they've got. Is things good, bad, indifferent? And really judge it, because if I am going to save a bit of money with everything going stupid, then I'll just bite the bullet and make the time to do the Aldi shop. So that's a very long way of explaining what I've done today. So I've done all this. I've had to get just a few little bits from Tesco. But the stuff that I wouldn't normally get from Aldi, I've even got today just to try it out and see, because I hate going to a million different stores. Another reason why I didn't really shop at Aldi much, because I always had to go somewhere else to get stuff like formula and everything like that. So I've done all that lot as well, but Tesco is just across the road from Aldi from me, so it's not a hardship to have to nip there. And then you've got the club card, which can save you quite a bit of money. So I thought, right, let's just give it a go. So that's what I've done today. So here, there's all this stuff on this side, and then if I just whip you around, I've got the other side of the kitchen as well that's got stuff. So what I'll do is I'll go through it all, and then at the very end I'll tell you the price for both Tesco and for Aldi, which it is a 99% shop of Aldi stuff. And then I'll also, because I'm very, very curious with all these price rises, to find out the difference between this shop from Aldi and then what it would have been at Asda. Because like I say, I'm going to run it through my app, and if it is a massive difference, then I'll start going to Aldi. I'll just find the time and I'll start going to Aldi. But if it's not a massive difference, then I know that I'll just stick with Asda. So yeah, stay on the very end of the vlog, because you'll find that bit out. You'll find the prices of everything that, the grand total that each shop came to. Plus also I'm going to throw on my menu plan as well. So like I've said, this is going to feed a family of 6, and my menu plan actually stretches over 2 weeks as well. So feeding 6 of us for 2 weeks. So anyway, I am going to stop talking now, because I've talked for 5 minutes, and I'm going to start at this end. And I've bought 4 of these bags of mixed leaf salad. This is Speed on Slimming World. Now I know I could have saved myself again a small fortune on not buying this, but I absolutely love this kind of lettuce, so I thought I'm going to treat myself. I have bought normal lettuce as well, but you'll see that in a second. But I've also got this, and it'll never go to waste. I can pretty much eat a whole one of these bags in a meal, so yeah, it'll definitely get eaten. So this is Speed, and like I said, I've got 4 of them. I've got 2 massive bags of bacon potatoes, Higher Pepper Pig. It's a bubble machine of Alana's. Or excuse these, but we're having under cupboard lights fitted, so the wires are hanging down, but the kids can't get to them, so don't worry, no one's going to get electrocuted. And not only that, they're dead. You can see that they don't work yet. So anyway, back to the shopping haul. So British baking potatoes, I've got 2 bags of those, really big ones. Going to give them a whirl. I love Asda's version, so hopefully these ones are just as nice. They're free on Slimming World. I have 2 bags of carrots. They're speed. We throw carrots in absolutely everything. I bulk out meals with them. They go on the side of the plate. Just eat them as carrot sticks, so they'll definitely get eaten. 2 bags of those. I've also got some in the fridge as well, so we've got plenty to see us for the 2 weeks. 2 packs of white onions. These were on the Super Savers. They, I believe, were on the Super Savers as well. They're speed. A pack of Royal Gala apples, they're speed. I have got, if you can just see into the fruit bowl, I have got other fruit left. Oh, there's the receipts for today, which I'll share with you at the end. I have got fruit left over as well, so I've not had to buy too much. So Royal Gala apples, speed. 2 packs of bananas, because Kobe loves a banana as well as Alana now for breakfast. They're free. I've got a watermelon, which is speed. 2 packs of grapes, and as you can see, they've been into already. So the black grapes and the seedless white grapes, these are both free on Slimming World. 2 packs of tender stem broccoli, a massive price difference. When I went into Tesco, Tesco's tender stem broccoli I think was in the £2 range. These was less than £1 because they were on the Super Saver. Were they less than £1? I'd have to have a look at the receipt, but yeah, these were on the Super Saver as well, so I bought those. They're both speed. An iceberg lettuce, which is speed, and it's absolutely massive, so that'll last a long time, hence why I only got 1, because again I've still got some in the fridge. Pack of oranges, they're speed. A celery, which is speed. Some smoked back bacon, it's what the family love. I don't eat it, but I do know on Slimming World, as long as you chop all the fat off, there's no added sugar to it, then it is free. Some British cooked chicken and also some smoked ham, they're both free. And then I've got an array of spices. Well, this isn't a spice, this is to add to pasta, but green pesto, and then I've also got red pesto. These will carry quite a few sins, because as you can see, they're quite high in calories and quite high in fat, because they've got like olive oil and stuff like that in them. They're not for me, they're for the kids. They like to take pasta for the lunches and stuff, so it's a really, really quick lunch for them. So just double check those, but they will be absolutely ridiculously high. But a nice lunch for kids. Some mixed herbs, which are free. Smoked paprika, rich and smoky, which is free. Some normal paprika, it says sweet and peppery, which is free, because I'm making like a sausage and bean medley with paprika in it. It's inspired by my mother, so if you're watching this, thanks Mum, I'm going to steal your recipe and make my own version. Just throw sausages into it this time. Some Cajun seasoning, that will carry some sins because they usually have sugar in them added to it, but usually it's like half a sin for a teaspoon usually, but again, just double check it. A pack of gherkins with added chili, that's speed. Now I've got 4 passatas. You just can't see it because they're hiding behind the gherkins as well. They're speed. These go in all recipes for sauces. I've also got some tomato puree, which is free. I've got some vegetable stock cubes, which are free. Some spray light, so it's like knockoff fry light. Again, that's free as long as you don't drink the whole bottle. A couple of bottles of dark soy sauce, that's free. And then I'm assuming this is free, but I'll double check it. I'll ask one of my friends who still go to group to double check it for me. Jalapeno chili seasoning, it just sounded really nice, but let me just have a quick look. I can't see any added sugar there, so it should be free, but I'll double check it. 2 classic barbecue sauces. This is 1 sin per tablespoon. As you can see, they're 19 calories, so that equates to a sin. I've got 8 tins of beans that you can see there, because again, I bulk out loads of meals with it. It's a fantastic thing to bulk out meals, especially when you're such a large family. It makes things like mince and stuff go such a long way. These are just free though on Slimming World. They're not protein any longer. I've got 4 tins of chopped tomatoes. Again, they bulk out stuff. They're a main ingredient to a lot of recipes. They're speed. And then I've got a variety of beans for this sausage and bean medley that I'm going to do. So cannellini beans, borlotti beans, yep, I've pronounced that right. Haricot beans. And then down here, black-eyed beans, 2 tins of red kidney beans, some chickpeas, butter beans, and then that's it for the beans. So all these lot are free and protein as well. Just check if you ever have any in like tomatoey sauces. Sometimes they carry sins. I've got some lasagna sheets which are free because we're having lasagna, spoiler. 2 tins of sliced carrots because I'm going to make the Slimming World sin-free tomato soup. They're speed. 2 jars of creamy lasagna sauce that will carry some sins to it. And again, this same with this pasta baked tomato and herb. Again, that's for a quick lunch for the kids at school. Just mix it up and then put it in the pack up and it's perfect. And again, that'll be sinned, but just double check it. Pitted black olives. Usually you can have 8 of these as long as they're not in oil for a sin. And then lighter cheese triangles. Can't remember how many you can have of these, but you can have a few of them as your healthy extra, or you can sin them at 1.5 sins each, but just double check again. I've got some of these Asda, see, because I always go to Asda normally. Some Aldi's Everyday Essentials own yogurts. We thought we'd just give them a whirl, or Kobe and Alana will, because we like the Asda's version, so we thought we'd try these ones. I've got some of these light choc pots, 64, so you're looking at around about 3.5 sins each per choc pot. Thought I'd give them a whirl. Then I've got some of these sweet and sour sauces for the boys. I don't like sweet and sour, but the rest of the family does, especially the big 2 lads, my husband and my son. Me and Alyssa are going to have Mayflower curry, while the boys have a sweet and sour instead. Did I mention mince? That's free. Obviously, that'll be sinned. Some free-range eggs. They're free and protein. Some Lincolnshire sausages. I'm not sure of the sins of these. 157 calories each. Got some white cheddar. That 30 grams of that is your healthy extra A. Some split pots for the kids. Not sure on the sins, but I do have a couple of these, a few of these protein pots. So I've got the strawberry and I've got the raspberry, and I also have 2 of the vanilla. Never tried them before, so I thought I'd give them a whirl because I've heard good things about them, but gutted that they didn't have any of the salted caramel, so I will be looking for them next time. Some frosted flakes, because as you can see in the cupboard, I've still got quite a few cereals already, so just needed to top up with some frosted flakes. And then back here, we're trying one of the Aldi's own Diet Coke, and then we've also got 3 of the knockoff version of Pepsi Max as well. That's all free, and they're only like, I think it was 49p a bottle, so a massive difference in price. So I'm going to give those a whirl and hopefully they're good. And then we've also got some lemon squash, which is free because it's no added sugar. Some semi-skimmed milk, which 250 mils of that is your healthy extra A, plus whole milk. 200 mils of this is your healthy extra A. Some teddy faces, again, 93 calories it's saying there per bag, so you're looking at around about 5 sins, 4.5, 5 sins per pack of those. Some breadsticks. Alana loves breadsticks and she eats hardly anything, so I got her some of those. And then groovy biscuits. These are 123, so again you're looking at around about 6 sins, 6.5 sins per groovy biscuit, but again fab as an evening snack if you fancy something sweet, or to throw in the kids pack up. I've got some of Aldi's version. I think it's meant to be like clover, meadow flower. Alyssa found it hilarious when she saw it in Aldi. She just couldn't believe that it was just trying to do a bit of a different take on the word clover. And again, that'll be, let's have a look. Oh, sorry, light. 59 calories per 10 grams. So you're looking at like 3 sins per 10 grams, which I think is a teaspoon or something like that. Some milk chocolate digestives, some rich tea, a couple of packs of jam and cream biscuits, Now, I did have 4 packs of fig rolls, but Kieran stole a pack and ran upstairs with them. He's my 14-year-old, so I'll let him off. He loves fig rolls, and yeah, I suppose they're one of the healthier biscuits, if that's even possible for a biscuit. Are they a biscuit or are they a cake? Who knows? The debate continues, but yeah. Did have 4 packs of them, but now I've only got 3. Got 2 packs of these seal bars to go in the kids' pack-ups. Some of these cheese thins, which again Alana likes, so it's good just to put on the side of a plate when it's lunchtime and things. Some reduced fat soft cheese, because that's to go into a recipe. Some Titan bars and some racers as well. So again, these are like Mars bars and these are like Snickers. They are called Snickers still, aren't they? What was the old name? I can't remember. But yeah, those as well. So that's everything on this side, and then I'm going to whiz you around and then we'll carry on this side. So that's the Tesco bit, so I'll show you that in a second. And then I'll just carry on here because then I'll go to the non-edible stuff. So here I have one of the Aldi's Everyday Essentials wholemeal bread. You can have 2 slices of this as your healthy extra B. I just throw it in the freezer and it's good to go for whenever. I've got 4 garlic baguettes, the fresh ones. These were something like, I think about 34p or something each. Again, I can throw them in the freezer and they're really, really nice. And it's just their value range. Same with the spaghetti, 2 packs of spaghetti, which is free. Some medium egg noodles, which are free, the dried ones. Some raisins, which these are to go in the kids' pack lunches and good as little snacks. Some ice pops to go in the freezer, they've just not gone in yet. Some long grain, oh excuse me, my voice went funny then. Some long grain easy cooked rice, that's free. 2 packs of wraps. I've got some Weight Watchers ones still in the freezer, so I don't need any. We have wraps with absolutely everything. I make them into all sorts of different meals, so 2 packs of them. Bean sprouts to go in the Mayflower curry, they're speed. I've got some pain au chocolat. These are good for the kids for the breakfast, just something really quick and easy, and then they can be out of the door. I've got some super sweet corn. Now, be careful of this for some unknown reason. I've mentioned it before on my channel, but this actually carries a sin value, and it's half a sin per 100 grams. No idea why, because it is just sweet corn. But yeah, I'm wondering if it's an error with the app. But yeah, I keep meaning to mention it at group, and when I go back, I will try and remember. So I've tried some of these for Alana, some little fishmonger little fishes. They're just fish and potato in breadcrumbs, so hopefully she likes them. Some petit pois, because we love petit pois. I love garden peas as well. In fact, I like any kind of pea. But got some of these for a change, and these are free. Some onion rings, which will carry some sins. They're battered, so absolutely yummy, unfortunately. Chicken nuggets, 2 packs of them. Again, they'll be sinned, just double check. Some onion and rosemary sausages, Aldi's own version, 1,000,000 times cheaper than the Linda McCartney ones, and not too bad. Not as flavourful, but definitely not bad. But they are a really good substantial sausage, and the last time I checked they were free, so hopefully they still are, but I will double check them first. Some Quorn mince, which is free in protein, and then I've got up here some Yorkshire puddings, which again will carry some sins. Did I mention the red cabbage? That's speed. Some grated mozzarella. Again, I think you can have 30 grams, or you might be able to have a little bit more of that as your healthy extra A. And then some little bits for Kobe. Beef and casserole with vegetables. And then a couple of spaghetti bologneses. Just really handy for quick lunches for him when he's absolutely starving, because he goes from like 0 to 100. A couple of packs of fruity custards because he loves them. And then we've got some size 6 nappies. We are potty training with Alana and she's doing really well, but we do still use these especially for an evening, and they're just the pull-ups, you know, for when she goes to bed and stuff. Alyssa wanted a new pencil case. I mean, they've been at school like what, 3 weeks, and she already wants a new pencil case, so pick that up at Aldi. Plus this desk set, she wanted that as well, so we've got that. Also some dandruff classic shampoo. Now this is something that I never normally buy when I'm at Aldi, is their own milk, but can you hear Kobe? He's at the door. Yeah, so I thought with him being 10-month-old, he's almost 11-month-old, I thought I'll try the Aldi's own milk. Obviously when he's below 6 months I've always just stuck with what I've known, but it's a lot cheaper in comparison to Cow and Gate, etc. So I thought I'll give it a whirl. If he likes it, happy days. I can make the switch, and then that's one less thing that I have to go to a different shop for. But if he doesn't, then I'll continue buying what I do know he enjoys. So watch this space. Let's see. 2 of these Lacura hand washes, lemon fizz, and then Tutti Frutti. And then some nappies for Kobe. Can you believe he's in size 5? Alana, skinny mini, size 6. And then Kobe, big chunky monkey, size 5. He's in pull-ups as well because he's a nightmare to try and change. He's almost walking. So when you lay him down on the ground, all he wants to do is just get up and run off. So you have to get the nappy on as quick as you can. And with it being a pull-up, you can pull it up. So when he is trying to stand up and run away, you can just pull it up on him, and it's absolutely a game changer to say he's only 10 months old. Some loo roll, and then a couple of these books. Not books, they're just like notepads. One for Alyssa, and then that one for me as well that we picked up. And these were just in those saver bin things. So that's everything that I got from Aldi. And then the bits that I got from Tesco, you can just see here. I've got a bottle of normal Pepsi for my hubby, 2 bottles of Pepsi Max Cherry for me because, quite frankly, I'm addicted. Some super noodles, really good. Alana actually likes these, which I know they're not the best for her, but she will eat a little bit of them, so that's something that she'll get in. However, I mainly bought them for the big 2 for when they get home from school and they're like, I'm absolutely ravenous. Then it's just a super quick snack for them. Again, not the healthiest, but I make sure that all the rest of the meals are nice and balanced so they can have stuff like this every now and again as a quick snack. Some tomato ketchup. I've got some more. Oh, that's in the wrong pile. I've got some of these Quorn mini fillets. They looked really good. They're on the club card and they are jerk flavour. So hopefully, if they're not sin free, then they don't carry too many sins. So I'll double check that. I've picked up 2 packs of them. I've also got some Swedish meatballs for the rest of the family. I don't eat pork or beef, so this is for everybody else. And they do love the IKEA ones. And these ones were in Tesco, obviously, in the frozen bit. So hopefully they're similar to the IKEA ones, because the closest IKEA to us is in Warrington. And it's a trek and a half to get there in the car. So hopefully they're good. And then there'll be a swap from Asda's frozen ones. Creamfield cheesy slices. These were price matched to Aldi, so obviously I picked them up. Aldi didn't have any cheese slices whatsoever, and the kids love plastic cheese, so do I, in the burgers. Some fromage frais, and again, you're not seeing things. I know I've got some from Aldi, but we've never tried the Aldi ones, and we've never tried the Tesco ones. So these were price matched to Aldi as well, and we thought we'll give them a whirl. They will get eaten because the kids go through yogurts, several of them a day. So perfect. Got plenty of yogurts now. A couple of packs of peppers because Aldi didn't have any in. These are Speed. And then I've got some Twiglets that I've not had in absolutely forever. These are 5 cents a pack. And as you can see, already been broken into. Like the hula hoop puffs, these were on offer. They were just £1 a pack on the club card. These are only 72 calories, so you're looking at 3.5 cents for them. And then 71 calories, 3.5 cents for these, and these are the grilled beef flavour. I've got some vegetable oil because my hubby does like a fried chip every now and again. And then I've also got 6 bottles of diet lemonade, which is free, because it's really good mixing it with stuff like this. So I've got apple, and I've got apple and blackcurrant as well. Oh, I meant to pick up just blackcurrant, not apple and blackcurrant. Gutted. But anyway, these 2 are both free, and they're the quadruple strength as well. So let's see how we get on with that, and that we don't end up using too much of it each time, because I know I'm a pest for that. And then some more little bits for Bobo, which is Kobe. That's his little nickname. So he did have 2 cottage pies. So that's what I picked up before. But he's been into one already because he was starving when I got back, as he always is. My little man, he couldn't eat for England, that one, to say he's only 10 months old. So he's got cottage pie. He's got 2 of these organic cheesy pastas. And then down here, he also has a tomato and vegetable one, and then also a spaghetti bolognese. Plus, I've also got, these were on offer on the club card, and it was 7 for £5. And again, just quick lunches. We do baby led weaning with him as well, but it's just to try and give more choice, more options. If we're out and about, these kind of things are perfect for just taking with us as well, something that he doesn't have to eat at home, and these are just going to last forever. So I've got him a couple of Sunday chicken dinners there, a couple of cottage pies, and then here he has mango chicken curry. Then he's got this potato bake with green beans and sweet garden peas, and then here he also has a cheese and tomato pasta stars. So that, I think, my good people, is everything, finally. So like I say, stay until the very end and I will let you know the price comparison, but I'm just going to dig out the receipts. Now, like I say, it is a bit of a pretty penny today, but it's going to last us 2 weeks. So if you divide it in two, then it's not too bad. So Aldi, as you can see there, it came to £150.26, which is like, what? Oh my goodness, thank God I've just been paid. And then Tesco came to, originally it was meant to be £52.32, but then with the club card, it came to, oh, there we go, £46.27. So yeah, that's everything. I'll share my menu plan with you now, and then I'll let you know what the Asda comparison was and see whether it was worth it or not. So I will speak to you in a sec. Here's the menu plan for the week. Let's see how long I have until one of the littlies disturbs me. I'm reckoning it's not going to be long before they start shouting over everything that I'm doing. But I'll go through it super quick. But like you've already seen, everything that I've bought is going to make up these meals. Yeah, I have a couple of little bits in the cupboard and the freezer that's going to go towards these meals, but the majority is everything that I bought. So it's going to feed all 6 of us for the full week, including breakfast, lunches, dinners and snacks that you can see there. The littlies, I adapt the meals to fit their needs because obviously one being 2-year-old and one being 10-month-old, they can only have certain things, not too much salt, not too much sugar, etc. And then Kobe's always got his ready meals to fall back on if there's something on the menu that he can't have. So I'll just go through it super quick. And like I've already said, I'm doing Slimming World. All these stuff can be adapted to Slimming World really easy. Might carry some sins, might be completely sin-free. If I can make it Slimming World friendly and the family will eat it, I will do. Otherwise, it's feeding non-dieters and a dieter as well. So breakfast, we just keep it really generic, really simple, because obviously it's the week, the kids are busy with school. They've got clubs and stuff like that, so we need to be up and we need to be out and ready. We don't have a lot of time to spend on breakfast, so it's usually a grab and go kind of thing or something that just takes a couple of minutes. But on the weekend, we do tend to have like maybe a full English or like sausage butties, things like that, something that we can spend a little bit more time on. But especially through the week, it's just really simple. So fruit, yogurt, cereal, toast, pain au chocolat for the kids especially, because obviously it's like a million sins or a million calories, so I avoid it like a 10-foot barge pole. And then down to lunch, the hubby and the kids tend to take a pack up with them. If my hubby is at home or one of the kids are at home, like maybe they're not feeling well, then these meals will suit them as well. So they can always have them. They can have these over the weekend. So as well as these, I've always got stuff in like beans and noodles and all that sort of stuff, so that if they fancy something different, they can do. But otherwise, for me especially, I'll be having jacket spud with beans and tuna. Not beans and tuna, beans or tuna. Serve it with a salad. The Slimming World tomato soup, which is completely sin-free and lovely, and you can bulk cook that and then obviously have it over several days, throw it in the freezer. Pasta salad, good old trusted, salmon and rice salad, and tuna and cheese melt with salad. Yes, darling? 1 second. Told you it won't be long. That's Alana at the gate. When I say gate, I've got a baby gate on the kitchen so they can't just come wandering in. Because obviously kitchens aren't safe places for little Liz, or at least not mine, definitely not. So yeah, tuna and cheese melt with salad. You'll see that I have salad with a lot of stuff because I'm just trying to bulk it out and get all that extra speed in for myself. We're doing Slimming World. And then dinners, I've actually got 16 evening meals here, even though it's just going to feed us for 2 weeks. This is just in case we decide to have something different, we don't fancy something one night, we really enjoyed something and we want it again, then we've always got that option. And then when it's saying ×2, I'm going to bulk cook it on that night so that I'll put half in the freezer, we'll have half that dinner, and then obviously it goes over that 2 weeks. So we won't be having this, like lasagna for example, we won't be having that twice in the same week. It'll be over 2 weeks. So yeah, lasagna, chips, salad and garlic bread. Then I've got loads of meatballs, vegetarian and meat versions. We're going to have meatball calzone, chips and salad one evening. And then with them same meatballs, I'm going to do a pasta bake with them and serve it with salad and garlic bread. I'm going to make a big batch of pasta carbonara for my hubby and my son. They absolutely love that. And then me and Alyssa will have a pasta al tonno, but I'm started throwing in some Cajun seasonings because it's just really, really nice to have it that way instead. Which will carry a little bit of sins because Cajun sauces usually do, like the powders usually do, because they've got sugar in, but very, very minimal. And then we'll have it with salad and garlic bread. So you can see the lasagna and the carbonara, them two are both going to be bulk cooked. And then I've got a big bag of chicken breast in the freezer that I've not used yet, so that's going to go in the slow cooker and I'm going to make some barbecue chicken in it and shred it. One day it's going to make pulled barbecue hunter's chicken and I'm going to serve that with veg and mash. And then another day we're going to have chicken enchiladas with fried rice, corn and salsa. So the reason why I'm doing it shredded for the hunter's chicken, I know you normally, wow, that sounded weird then. I know normally you have like a big chicken breast with a bacon on top, but my kids aren't fans of having like just a big chunk of chicken. They prefer it when it's shredded. So I'm thinking of like moulding it into a chicken, like, well, just giving a big blob of it basically and then doing the same. So we'll see how that turns out. And then in the middle there, sausage and bean medley with rice and salad. Again, bulk cook that, throw it in the freezer. And then we've also got Mayflower curry for me and Alyssa, sweet and sour chicken for the boys with fried rice and salad, kebab chips, coleslaw salad, good old favourite there, love a kebab. I eat quorn pieces, the rest of the family will have either chicken or I'll do like a fake away kebab meat, which I've got a recipe for. And then burgers, chips, corn on the cob and salad. If you've been following me for a while, you'll know that burgers pretty much pop up every single week because everybody absolutely loves them. So they're something that we never get bored of. And then I'm also going to bulk cook some cottage pie, serve it with veg, Yorkshire puddings and homemade gravy as well. And then the snacks are just really simple: crisp biscuits, boiled eggs, crab sticks, veg sticks, fruit and yoghurt. We don't tend to snack, or at least I don't. The kids do, obviously, because they're starving all the time. But I tend not to snack just because we have quite big meals and so I don't feel the need to snack in between. But yeah, this is what's going on for breakfast, lunches and dinner. And then the other bit that I promised you, just bear with me while I change pages, is the price comparisons, which I was very intrigued about doing. And I'm really glad that I did because it's just answered a few questions in my head. So this is everything that I worked out. Obviously, it's not going to make any sense to you because I've wrote it all in my own gobbledygook as I do. But I'll try and explain it as best I can. So when I went to Aldi, the whole shop cost £150.26. Now, there was some stuff at Asda that I just couldn't get or that I didn't know what I got. So I minused it off of the Aldi shop because I didn't want it to be unfair where I was charging Aldi stuff that I didn't buy at Asda, if that makes sense. So I did minus it off, that you can see there, and I'll go through it in a second. So yeah, so £1.99 was something white TT, a 9-pack that I got. I have no idea what that was. I've looked through my cupboards and freezers and can I heckers like know what a white TT 9-pack was? So I've minused that off of the Aldi shop because, like I say, I can't put it in my Asda basket if I don't know what it was. And then me and Alyssa got some stationery stuff and notebooks, £2.49 for each. We got 4 of them. So again, I've minused that off of the Asda shop just because that stuff was in the Aldi's grab and go baskets. When it's gone stuff. So I've minused that off because that's not typical of a weekly shop that you'd do. So I got rid of that as well off of the Aldi shop. But everything else that you saw, absolutely everything else minus these bits, I've added to the Asda shop on my app. So some stuff I've obviously had to go up in price with Asda because they don't have as a cheaper version in Aldi. And then some stuff I've actually managed to go a little bit cheaper with the Asda Essentials range. Some of the things were slightly less money. So obviously I've gone for that one because I would do if I was in Asda. So I've gone for like products, but obviously the prices do vary. So once I've minused those bits off from the Aldi shop, that came to a total of 138.31 for Aldi. So minus them, that was the price. So that's the price that I'm comparing now. So I put everything through, like I said, through the Asda's shop. So the Asda's Aldi shop, if I was to buy the exact same things, but at Asda, it would have cost me 157.75. So like I said, price not including the above minus bits, because I just had to remind myself that it's definitely not in there. So yeah, so I would have ended up spending 157.75 going to Asda and doing that shop. So Aldi actually saved me £19.44. So Aldi, obviously there you can see starred, was cheaper overall. Obviously some stuff at Aldi are slightly more expensive, some stuff are a lot cheaper. It's just swings and roundabouts with it. But I did save this week £19.44. And I was speaking to my hubby about it. And really, if you can save around about 20 quid a week, every single week, and say your average shopping bill is like £80, yeah, £20 for the week doesn't sound like a right lot. But then if you add that up, if you go over a month, so say 4 shopping trips in a month, that's 80 quid. So really, you know, you're paying for 4 shops and you're getting one free in a way by going to Aldi and saving that 20 quid every time rather than spending it every time going somewhere more expensive. I hope that makes sense. So yeah, over the month I'd have saved £80 by going to Aldi basically. So it's been a no-brainer for me. Next week when I do go shopping, I'm going to be going to Aldi again, and I will keep comparing the prices because it really doesn't take me long to whiz it through the app. But I'm going to keep comparing the prices and just keep making sure that I am getting the best deal by going to Aldi instead of Asda. Obviously, there's some stuff I really do like at Asda, so I might have to get the odd thing, but that's, again, as and when, and I'm just going to try and convert myself into liking other stuff. But I'm a bit of an old goat like that I do tend to get set in my ways, and the thing that I like is what I like. But I need to try and snap my brain out of that and realise that it's not always cost effective to do it that way, Andrea. So anyway, moving on, I went to Tesco, as you know, to get those few little bits. And I thought I'd just compare Tesco versus Asda as well, because I thought if I'm comparing prices, why not? Let's throw Tesco in there as well, throw them under the bus. So Tesco cost me £46.27, which included the club card prices. If I didn't have a club card, then it would have cost me £52.32. So obviously I've saved money there by having a club card, because you do get good club card prices. So automatically, happy days, I've saved some money. But then I whizzed everything that I got from Tesco through the Asda app again. I emptied my trolley from the Aldi stuff, and then I've put everything through from Tesco. And if I'd have shopped at Asda instead of Tesco, it would have come to £44.21 instead. And obviously Asda don't have any club card, so that wasn't with any money off. That was just how much it was going to cost me at Asda. So Asda is actually cheaper than Tesco as well, or at least with the stuff that I bought. I know some stuff won't be, but for the particular things that I went for today, then Asda would have been cheaper if I'd have gone there. But obviously I wouldn't have got any club card points. However, I do have the new Asda Rewards app, so I would have got money in that way. So overall, I probably should have gone to Asda, because I would have got more back from going to Asda instead of going to Tesco, because I would have got a cheaper price anyway, and I would have got more money back on the Asda Rewards than what I would have done in Tesco club card points. again, I hope that makes sense. It's hard to explain these things without, because it makes sense in your own head, doesn't it? So I hope I am doing an okay job explaining it. So yeah, total, without club card, £8.11 more expensive going to Tesco instead of Asda. But with the club card, it was £2.06 more expensive going to Tesco than Asda. The problem that I've got is that Asda, I'd have to go into the actual town, which is about a 10-minute drive. So would I end up spending that price difference in fuel? More than likely. Tesco is literally across the road from Aldi, so it's obviously super easy and convenient. Would I happily pay that price difference for the convenience? Yes, I would. So I'm probably going to go back to Tesco again the next time I go to Aldi for those extra little bits. However, like I've said, as much as with Aldi I'll keep price comparison it, I'll do the same with Tesco and just make sure that Tesco aren't swinging it and it's actually £8.11 more expensive with the club card instead. So I'm just going to keep, basically, I'm just going to keep an eye on the prices and see where I'm getting the best deal. If you can hear Kobe, he's shouting at one of his toys because it's not doing what it wants it to do. So yeah, I hope that was helpful. End of the story. I'm going to go to Aldi again. I've definitely saved money. I'm very happy with what I've saved because I could have paid more. Clearly it's there in blue and white that I could have paid more and I haven't. So I'm very, very happy that I've gone to Aldi this week. Happy with the quality of everything, the products that I've got. Yes, I would have loved my bill to have been a lot lower than 138.31, but it is what it is. It's the way that it is at the moment. I'm going to get 16 evening meals out of it. I'm going to feed a family of 6 for 2 weeks, so I suppose I can't complain too much if you divide that in 2. So anyway, as you can hear, Kobe is slowly making his way to me shouting. So I better go. I hope this has been useful. I hope you've enjoyed the shopping haul and then this little bit afterwards. Drop any comments in the boxes below and I'll speak to you on the next one. So thank you so much for watching as always. If you haven't subscribed, if you could, I would be most grateful because I am so close to that 1,000. It's in reaching distance now. And I will catch you in the next one. So take care, guys. Bye.